and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
TV presents You and Your Doctor, teaching you to live a longer and healthier life. Proudly sponsored by All County Healthcare, where people are the heart of our business. All County Healthcare is a Medicare certified agency where one call will service all your home care health needs. For more information, call 954-717-7027 or visit our website, allcountyhealthcare.com. Now, let's get informed to living a longer and healthier life. Here is your host for today's show.
Welcome back to another episode of You and Your Doctor, sponsored by All County Healthcare. We are a certified home healthcare agency servicing Palm Beach County, Broward, Miami-Dade, and the number to reach us is 954-717-7027. I am your host, Louise Gomez, and I am excited to introduce today Dr. Safia Ali, and she can be reached at 954-688-7255. She just opened up Samsara Med Spa, so that would be www.samsaramedspa.com, and that address is 331 North University Drive, Suite M as in Mary 2, 800, Plantation, Florida 33324. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Ali. We appreciate you coming and taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
So we know that you have a lot going on because you just opened the med spa. But you, well, why don't we start out with a little bit of your background and where did you go to school and when did you decide or realize, hey, I think I want to be a doctor?
That was quite a journey.
Okay.
But I knew early on as a child when I went to my pediatrician office and I saw a female doctor.
Nice.
Because up until then I had been seeing male doctors and just thinking, oh, only boys became doctors. But when I saw her, I thought, oh, girls can be doctors too. And I liked the idea of helping people and healing them. So early on I knew that that was going to be my journey and that's where my focus would always be. I have a passion for science and math.
Nice.
I was a mathlete in high school, a bit of a nerd.
Okay.
And then education-wise, I was very fortunate to have a academic scholarship to go to the University of Miami, undergrad and medical school.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. And it was an amazing, amazing training and educational background, very comprehensive. I cannot say anything but good things about my experience down in Coral Gables and at the University of Miami.
One of the best. People come here from all over the world to get treatment and wow, that's amazing. Are you from Florida originally?
I am.
Oh, nice.
I was born in Miami.
Okay, good.
And then my parents moved to Fort Lauderdale, raised in Fort Lauderdale, so I'm completely a South Florida girl. And growing up here, I know Florida like the back of my hand, and it's my home, it's my community.
Yes.
So
we're lucky to have you.
I want to give back.
That's amazing. So when you graduated with your medical degree, when did you decide you're going into wound care? Because I know you do wound care, is that right?
Yes. So after med school, every new graduating physician has to go for a residency training program. And my board certification is actually in family medicine, which is very comprehensive. It encompasses children, adults, and geriatric patients. And in there is also emergency style medicine. So after I completed my training with Mayo Clinic and Advent Health in Orlando, Florida, I went further to practice medicine in the ER. That's where I found my passion.
Wow.
So I did ER and urgent care medicine for a good number of years, even during COVID, which was very, very new and such a unique experience.
Stressful, I imagine.
It was stressful. But that's when I really came into my passion for wound care. And it was during COVID, I was working with Cleveland Clinic, and in their ambulatory care unit, and we were getting all the overflow from the wound care center. And I just thought, this is amazing work, like the training that we received there to do traditional wound care, and then healing out the patients, the journey that you go on with them. And so I knew I have a passion for skin and healing it in any capacity. And so I went further on to train an apprentice for wound care and hyperbaric medicine. I am certified in that.
Nice.
And from there, I journeyed into aesthetics and wellness as well. It just goes hand in hand.
I was going to say, because, you know, I've been hearing a lot about the hyperbaric oxygen, and it obviously helps to speed up the healing process. And so, yeah, out of curiosity, does that help with skin or oxygen for the brain to help for anti-aging, or is that?
So that's a good question. Hyperbaric medicine is a newer field of medicine, and wound care, it's a niche field,
Right.
a specialty like cardiology, pulmonology, and the chamber treatment is actually pressurized oxygen that simulates scuba diving, going
Okay.
under sea level to atmospheric pressure.
Right.
And that at that level, studies have shown that compressed oxygen helps heal injured tissue, especially non-healing chronic ulcers. So that's what we practice at Woodmont Hospital at the Wound Care and Hyperbaric Center, and I'm the medical director there as well. And patients, it's amazing the journey they go on, because some of them are on the verge of getting amputated.
I was going to ask you, are these
Yeah.
ulcers like diabetic ulcers?
Yes.
Okay.
They're vascular, they're diabetic.
Oh, wow.
They're something, what we call a bone infection called chronic refractory osteomyelitis.
Oh, wow.
Complicated word.
Yeah.
But it means it's a chronic infection of the bone.
How does one get that? Is that part of an illness, or?
Well, it becomes a complication from a non-healing wound.
Got it.
And the wound's not healing because
Got
there's
it.
so many other complications, like the patient's diabetes, maybe they don't have good circulation, combination of both, not having the right social factors to keep their wounds clean, not having the social support. It's a domino effect.
Yeah, makes sense.
So at our wound center, it's very comprehensive how we approach our patients. And we're not just treating a wound, we're treating the whole person. And that's why I have such a passion for it, because for me, I look at people as an entire individual, not just their one aspect or another.
Right.
And it ties into healing them from the inside out. So.
Wow, so you actually see the progress. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you actually can tangibly see, okay, they had their first session, or I don't know, I guess however many sessions you prescribe, but you can see each time they come back the speedy recovery, right?
Yes, every week we're following with our patients, and we are taking photographs of the wounds, staging the wounds, seeing what phase of healing process it's in, if it's inflammatory, if it's what we call proliferative, if it's in the end stage where it's almost healed. And we do specialized dressings for each stage.
Wow.
And I'm also doing surgical procedures that are called surgical debridements of the wound. It's almost
What is
like
that?
yeah, it's interesting. It's where you are taking a surgical blade and you're scraping and
Okay.
removing that top layer of skin that's dead, sitting there.
Oh,
And that's not letting the new skin come through.
Got it.
So it follows with the thinking that, like, when you're growing a plant,
Right.
you're tilling the soil.
All right, makes sense.
So you're kind of cultivating your tissue in a different way. You're stimulating it
Stimulating the tissue.
without damaging it,
Right.
but stimulating it and removing those layers of what we call slough and biofilm and dead tissue, so that new tissue can come through.
Well, I'm sure your patients are happy
Yeah.
to have this
It's
the opportunity to use the hyperbaric chamber, because I'm sure it's serving them well in their speedy recovery.
Oh, it is. The hyperbarics is adjunct, meaning complementary with the wound care program we're running, and it does. It speeds things along. It helps what intervention we're doing through traditional means have a faster rate.
Wow.
And so when you're on this journey with these patients, and sometimes you're with them for 4 or 5 months, and to just see the progress of what came in and having new, fresh baby skin tissue is just amazing.
Wow. So, you know, it's interesting because not everybody has access to this, but anybody who's listening and you are in South Florida, you're going to want to call. I'm going to give your number again, 954-688-7255. If you call Dr. Ali, you'll be able to have that opportunity for your loved ones or anybody who needs these services.
Right.
You know.
So I just wanted to clarify that that's at the Wound Center.
Okay, so I have to get a different number. Is that a different number?
Yes.
Okay.
That one is 954-724-6454.
Got it.
So that's the
Thank
Wound
you.
Center. Yeah.
So, yeah, you're super busy because you have the Wound Center. How did you have time to open? So now you have the, let me make sure I say it right, Samsara Med Spa.
Yes.
Does Samsara mean rebirth?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I thought so.
It follows with the ideology that you are always growing and reconstructing from the inside out. You're always going to go through a rebirth of some sort.
Right.
And so the reason why that name was chosen for our business is because that's what we're trying to do with every client, every patient that comes through. We want to give them a new aesthetic look to what they want, plus heal them in their wellness journey. We look at them in a holistic way. It's more of a functional medicine approach. And at our med spa, we're going to be offering plasma therapy, which
Plasma, PRP?
PRP.
Platelet-rich plasma?
Yeah, and that helps with regrowing skin and making it healthy again and have healthy tissue. It also helps with joint therapy, injecting it into your arthritic knee and shoulder issues. And then along with the wellness aspect, where we will be having a physician-led weight loss program.
Oh.
And we have a nutritionist on staff, and we also have a psychologist on staff, because eating and how you eat is also a psychological journey. It's not just, oh, let me lose 5 pounds.
Body, mind, spirit.
Exactly.
Right? It's the whole approach, and you're doing it all there.
And we're doing it all there. So I highly encourage any and everybody to come check us out, you know, have a consultation with us. We're very personable, and not everything is just a cookie cutter approach.
Sure.
It's tailored to your individual needs.
Sure, yeah, because I was looking at the website and I see you do IV hydration, injectables for wellness, lymphatic drainage, mental wellness, laser therapy, right? Plasma, IPL, Morpheus 8, laser hair removal, and then you do skincare, the PRP. What's the difference between PRP and PRF? Platelet-rich plasma and platelet-rich fiber.
Okay, so platelet-rich, that's a good question. Platelet-rich plasma is has more of your, if I can say in layman terms, stem cells.
Okay.
More of your immune enhanced cells in there to help heal tissue. Fibrin is the building blocks of your skin.
Okay.
So you can use it in different ways. The PRP is great for skin if you have uneven skin, psoriasis flare-up, eczema, okay, which is something that I've experienced myself. And so PRP definitely helps calm that down. PRF is great for hair rejuvenation and hair growth, because it's that fibrous tissue that you need. And that helps with scalp therapy for patients who are losing hair.
Interesting.
And so we use that on patients who are recovering from their chemotherapy, and they're trying to regrow their hair back, men and women.
Sure.
And it really helps. It really helps. You see the results. So again, aesthetics is you feeling good about how you look at yourself. It's not a vanity thing, it's your confidence from inside.
Absolutely.
And that comes from wellness as well. So the two pair together, and that's what we like to bridge at our practice.
I did try PRP once, and I was amazed at how I made it up to be something more than what it was. If you want to explain to everybody how easy it is and how the process is.
Oh, it's super easy.
Yeah.
So you can do it in different ways. You can have it injected. You can have it as a microderm ablation with your skin, and you can have it as a mask.
Okay.
And it just depends on your comfort level of how invasive you want it to be. When you do it injection-wise, we map out your skin first and we see where all your trouble areas are, your most inflamed spots on your face, and those are your key points where we're going to inject.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're
Okay.
going to be right back because I have a lot more questions
No
about
problem,
this.
that's fine.
Thanks, everybody. We'll be right back.
All County Healthcare has exciting news for any and all patients with COPD or other respiratory ailments. Listen to what renowned pulmonologist Dr. Keith Robinson has to say.
Hello, I'm Dr. Keith Robinson, board-certified pulmonologist, medical director at Fusion Health Pulmonary Rehabilitation, and a board member with the American Lung Association of South Florida. We have exciting news for patients with COPD. We now offer IPV therapy at home, which has been demonstrated to improve airway clearance, decrease hospitalization, and improve quality of life of patients with COPD. Please call All County Healthcare for more information about this FDA-approved therapy.
For further information, call All County Healthcare now at 954-717-7027. That is 954-717-7027, or visit our website at allcountyhealthcare.com. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Remember, All County Healthcare always puts the patient's needs first. You are listening to You and Your Doctor, Living Longer and Healthier, an informative show that helps you find answers to questions you always wanted to ask, but did not have that somebody that could make a difference in your life. Call into the show if you have a question at 888-565-1470, and we will put you on the air to inform all our listeners. Now, back to our show.
Thank you for tuning back in. We are with Dr. Ali, and she has the Samsara Med Spa, which is at 331 North University Drive, Suite M as in Mary, 2-800, Plantation, Florida, 33324. The phone number there is 954-688-7255. And I'm really having a lot of fun here asking you all these questions about all the different offerings that you have at the Med Spa. I really like the PRP because it's natural. It's our own blood.
Yeah.
It's our own.
If I can explain
Yes.
that further for people who don't know what that is, what the process is, but it's basically taking your own blood, extracting it from an IV, and spinning it down in what we call a centrifuge machine. And that top layer, that what we call liquid gold, is your plasma. And that's where all your regenerative cells, immune cells, and stem cells is lying in there. So that top part, that's the liquid gold, that's what we're using to redistribute back into your trouble area.
Yeah.
So
That's
it really does
amazing.
help. It really helps heal tissue, whether it's aesthetics or wellness. It helps in both ways.
Nice. Absolutely. I know you also have other injectables and other things. Maybe you want to speak into that a little bit?
Yeah. So we are also offering all of the toxins and fillers.
Okay.
And by toxins, I mean like traditional Botox.
Okay.
And of course, that's an aesthetics application, and that's fine. It boosts your confidence. You feel good about
Right,
yourself.
right.
But we use it in a wellness aspect too.
How was that?
So,
Can you share with us?
yes. So chronic migraine headaches.
Oh, okay.
All right. People have debilitating headaches. If you inject a certain amount of units in a correct pattern at the base of the scalp, you can essentially make somebody headache-free for
Wow.
4 months, 4 to 6
Wow.
months. And
amazing.
that is a game changer for somebody who suffers from migraines and they're calling in
absolutely.
sick. And it changes their lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Another way we use it for wellness is a condition called hyperhidrosis, where a person unfortunately is sweating excessively. And they're sweating through their hands and in their armpits. So when you do the correct mapping and injection of Botox in those areas, they're dry.
Nice.
They're confident. They don't feel
Right.
that, you know, people are looking at them, or if they just touch something, they leave a wet stain. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. So,
So-
it's all about their.
Yeah.
It's not only aesthetics. It's about treating the whole person.
The whole person. Aesthetics with
Yes.
wellness.
Yes. Mental wellness. So you have
Yes.
coaches and whatnot.
Yes. So we, my partner and I, we're both board certified physicians, but we also have a mental health trained and crisis trained psychologist on staff.
Nice.
I couldn't remember the exact title, but she's amazing. And so we definitely want to offer those services so that if people need counseling for whatever reason,
Right.
in an affordable way, we will have that available.
Much needed nowadays.
Yes.
So we appreciate you having that for sure. Some of the IV hydration. Can you tell us a little bit about the different ones that you offer?
Yes.
What are they?
So we call them cocktails.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And the most common and popular one is called Myers cocktail. And it's a mixture of vitamins like B12, energy enhancing peptides. And it's 30-minute sessions. It could be an hour session, but usually it's a 30-minute session where you're hydrated. And it's great if you're coming back from a trip and you're dehydrated.
Yes.
And it's great if you're going on a trip and you know you're going to have a good amount of alcohol, so you're hydrated to go.
Oh,
But again, it's not just only for the fun part. There's a
Sure.
wellness to it. We have specific mixes, like for example, we're going to be getting what we call premenstrual syndrome mix.
Oh.
And that helps with a lot
Nice.
of the ladies who are having
Nice.
those really bad effects of PMS.
Right.
You come in for your treatment, you won't have it as intense.
Nice.
So
Very good.
the ingredients is the key.
Yes.
And everything is completely natural in our aesthetics and wellness center. So
Oh, lovely. So let's see, laser and energy. So do you have lasers as well?
yeah, we do laser hair removal.
Oh, okay.
So all the trouble spots anybody's having, we're offering the full service. And then energy. So we have a machine called the Evolve. And this is for anybody really, but if you are on your nutrition journey and your fitness journey and you're working out and you just need some extra help in getting your results, okay? Evolve is a machine that uses high frequency energy and you put the paddles on the areas where you're having trouble spots and it emits like a contraction of the muscle. But not to the point that you're in pain.
Right.
It's like a crunch, like an abdominal crunch
Oh, okay.
or a gluteal crunch.
Yeah.
And it helps you get the results you want.
Nice.
In our sessions, like any given 45-minute session, it stimulates up to 20,000 crunches.
Wow.
I know.
And I love how
Yeah.
you put it, you know, if you're doing the work
If
and
you're
you need
doing
that extra.
Yes.
Right? Because we want people that are, you know,
And
doing that.
again, realistic expectations.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
I want to be very honest with people.
Sure.
And give them manageable goals. Not,
Nice.
oh, you know, I'm going to have a six-pack tomorrow.
Right,
that doesn't
right.
happen. So,
Do you have, I know, like radio frequency devices or something? Did I see something like that on the website?
So the Morpheus is
Uh-huh.
a machine that we have. It is a body contouring device.
Oh, I see.
It's like plastic surgery without the surgery.
Okay, I'm liking this conversation.
So what it does is it uses high radio frequency with heat in the needles. It's almost like these little acupuncture
Okay.
needles, and they're
Yeah.
kind of resonating.
Oh, okay.
So when you do a session in whatever trouble areas you're having,
I was going to ask you, can you do it to different parts of
you
your
do the-
body, not
yes,
only your face?
Not just your face.
Got it.
And you get the effect of tightening
Nice.
and less cellulite,
Oh,
okay,
nice.
and a more even look.
Or so do you sell packages?
Yes.
Okay, great.
So we will be running specials and packages when we
Nice.
open, which hopefully will be in the beginning of March.
I was going to say, when is this grand opening? I'd love to go.
So grand opening, we're planning on April 12th.
Oh, nice.
But our soft opening will be in the beginning of March, hopefully,
good.
knock on wood.
Yes.
And again, we want to provide a journey for people, not just a one-time session.
Right.
So that we're all like improving together.
Absolutely. And people are looking for that. People are wanting a community where they know they have professionals like
Yeah.
yourself who are really being a stand for their wellness, whether it's whatever they come in, you know, with, they want that. So, you know, I'm sure it's going to be like that. So
I pray so, I hope so.
I'm sure.
That's our motto, Samsara. We want a better Samsara you, you know? So the rebirth of you, a better you, a happier you.
So, when did you have the seed? When was the seed planted in you that you said, I think I want to open my own
You know,
wellness?
It's right around the same time I started studying about wound care.
Okay.
Because
Got
it's skin,
Right.
you know? So wound care, you kind of have to have a backbone because of the ulcers you're treating
yeah.
and what you're seeing. But it's just so exciting to get your hands in there and to just, you know, be able to dive in and help patients in that way.
Right.
Same thing with aesthetics and wellness. You're diving in, you're helping their skin, and you're helping them mentally too.
Absolutely.
So that goes hand in hand for me. So it was right around the same time that when I started getting certified for wound care and hyperbarics that I decided to get certified in aesthetics and wellness as well.
Nice. Dr. Ali, we have 1 minute left. I know it's gone so fast, but
That was fun.
we're going to wrap it up. Do you have any advice you want to share or any tips or anything that you want to speak into to the audience and just let them know?
Well, the only tip or advice I'd like to give is whatever your concerns are, whatever you're thinking about, just come in,
Yes.
make a consultation with us. We can talk it through, we can see what we can do to offer you whatever service you may need and work it out.
Thank you.
I don't want people out there not feeling happy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. We
thank
appreciate
you.
I'll give your number real quick again. 954-688-7255. That is the samsaramedspa.com, and we will see you there.
Thank you.
Thank you.